All right, guys, welcome back. So let's have a look at Circle. So we talked about this one last time. So essentially, Friday, I was thinking that this stock, I think I was talking about this one when it was hitting $200 levels, saying that, okay, so it can go to 260, 270, 280, and then flush right back down to and wipe out whatever the gain it has that certain particular day. So that was Friday. I walked with pretty decent loss, actually. Trying to go short, but it was giving some opportunities on a day trade. Of course, it was day trading opportunity, but then today comes test the morning open, rallies another 60 point, and then flushes back down another like 50 60 point from like 299 flush down to 245. So it's extremely volatile stock. So instead of like going naked puts and calls, I decided to grab a little bit of a put spread, which is too far outside of the money. So that's only like $1,000 position. Just wanted to disclose. And so far for me, now that this 298 is a resistance, volume weighted average price as well. If stock trades below it, it's usually resistance sign for me. But this stock's still up 10% today. We're about to close in 20 minutes, and stock is up pretty big still. And the valuation they were seeking literally 2 weeks ago when they went public, it was $6 billion. Now the stock is trading at $60 billion, $59 billion, $58 billion. So yeah, of course, a lot of people are arguing about the valuation, but again, it's going to resolve over time. Of course, if they report a couple earnings, I mean, it will find its mean reversion. But when it's going up like this, of course, you don't want to bet the house and think that, yeah, it has to come down literally tomorrow. It can go chop around or stay volatile and trade with such big range for quite some time, actually. So that's why I'm keeping it very, very small, especially after Friday loss. And my pivotal area would be for this name. I mean, I cannot look up any other moving average, but so far, I'm going to be watching 5-day simple moving average. At the moment, it's like around like $200 levels. So tomorrow, it's going to move up again. Maybe like it will be around 225, 230, but we'll see. So that 5-day moving average, anytime any stock slips below 5-day moving average, this becomes resistance level. And then I would look for pretty much fading the pops. If you take a look at the daily chart, like daily volume has gone up. Even IPO day, it was traded 45 million. Last 2 days, it's trading with 90 plus million shares intraday. So I think we're near that climatic, very much topping phase for this stock. Again, it could go significantly higher, but locally speaking, right here, right now, in my opinion, it's just overextended. So it needs to pull back, maybe at least to catch up with 5-day moving average, and maybe even more, maybe 20 days. But again, it hasn't been 20 days since this stock has been trading out there. In terms of option activity, they are releasing higher and higher strikes. Literally last week we had the highest strike. It was $200. Now I think you can buy all the way to 400, I believe. So let's take a look. What's the max strike? 445 on a weekly. That is insane. So first they released, I think, 400 somewhere around here, 370 earlier, and then now we have 445. Implied volatility for this week, 239%, which means the stock will have $54 range. But again, it can trade even more than that. We already saw today that it rallied from 230 to almost 370 bucks and then pulled back 60 bucks. So very, very volatile. Let's take a look at the option activity. So Circle, I think there were a lot of put buyers, call sellers. I don't know why it doesn't want to load. We can take a look at it on Thinkorswim because I don't want to make it too long. So if you take a look at the put to call ratio, 214,000 calls traded and 299,000 puts traded. So if I pull up, you will see like people are coming in. Yes, there are many people trading shorter dated far outside of the money calls and puts, but looks like a little bit more. I mean, definitely more puts being traded. Of course, puts could be getting sold as well. If you take a look at the amount of calls and puts that are being traded in terms of like percentage wise, yeah, more puts, 50% more puts being traded. But if you take a look at where they are being executed, only 30% is being executed at the asking price versus calls, only 22% being executed at the asking price. So far outside of the money, calls and puts. In terms of like calls, you can see they're all over the delta, could be selling, okay, in the money, close to the money, call selling, because we didn't have much contracts released earlier. That could be why. But the puts, 66% of the puts are delta between 0 and 20, could be selling as well, okay. So if this stock just chops around, it's going to kill a lot of premium, even just by sitting where it is, or even if it goes down, but it doesn't go down with such volatility that it has had in the last few weeks and days, it can definitely kill premium. So that could be it. So both people trying to sell puts, buy puts, and then do some spreads, but not much standing out. I would really want to see it here, but I don't know why it's not showing. Let's just take a look. Let's try it again. Circle. There you go. So in terms of calls, $200 call in the money. Yeah, there are a lot of people scalping the heck out of the stock. And by looking at this, since there are many of them trading in the money, but there are some outside of the money. Look at this call, like next year, $340 call, 1.7 million premium. $340 call. Next year, 1 million premium. So there's a lot of calls being traded at the asking price, and there's a lot of puts being trading at the asking price too. So now into the close, it looks like it's from yesterday. So today you can see, yeah, there's not much of a puts I'm seeing in terms of like monetary. I have 220, $200 put, $200 put, and closer to the, I mean, you can see $200 calls, 200 calls. These are in the money calls being traded, ultra short dated for this week and next week. So it could just trade with a large range. I don't care. I mean, I might easily close out my position with small loss, but I'm just ultra cautious trying to chase it with options to the upside, especially naked, because it's very volatile. But I do think that if it pulls back this 5-day moving average, I would watch as a support area. And if it cracks, then if it's not able to get back above this level, then I would be watching circle to the downside. So that's my update. This is not a buy or sell recommendation. This is purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next update. Take care. Peace.